Hey everyone, it's your Cuddly, Kitwana. 30 years ago today, on October 4th, 1989, the equine world lost one of the most famous, but definitely fastest horses ever in Secretariat. And for this episode of Kitwana's Toys, recorded on the 30th anniversary of his death, I thought it would be a perfect opportunity to look at one of my Breyer models in detail, Secretariat himself, of course. What was special about Secretariat is that he has been a Triple Crown winner. That means he has won the Kentucky Derby in Louisville, Kentucky, the Belmont Stakes in Elmont, New York, and the Preakness Stakes in Baltimore, Maryland, all during the same year, back in 1973. His racing career lasted for only 2 years, but during this short amount of time, he earned over $1.3 million, and until today, he holds the track records for all of these 3 Triple Crown races. And what was very special about Secretariat was that most horses got slower over the course of a race. Secretariat got faster and faster. So for every quarter mile that he ran, he was faster than the quarter mile before that. So he had an extraordinary stamina, and probably his huge heart was also a reason for that. It was found that his heart weighed over 20 pounds. That's almost 3 times as much as a regular heart of a horse. And of course, Secretariat was not only fast but also very beautiful, just like the model of him at which we want to have a quick look today. Secretariat is easily recognizable by his 3 white socks, and it's got a super cute white blaze on his forehead that you can see. It's a beautiful, beautiful horse that during the 19 years of his life he sired over 663 foals, and his racing career, as said, was only for 2 years. And many of the horses he foaled became famous race horses as well. And Breyer's traditional scale model of Secretariat is on the Smarty Tones mold, another famous race horse, very appropriate for him. Comes with a racetrack pace that is detachable. This easily connects with his rear left foot, like this. And it's got a flowing tail, and I really like how his ears are pointed back, and it's got a flowing mane. The only thing is it seems like a pretty dark model of Secretariat. Definitely more like Smarty Tones, but it is Secretariat. Here's him from the other side. Secretariat ultimately died, as said, in 1989, exactly 30 years ago, from an infection on his hoofs. That they tried to treat it, but after his condition did not improve, after a month of medical supervision, they had to euthanize him on October 4th, 1989, and what was another special thing is that Secretariat was buried in whole, because usually when a horse gets buried, only the head, the heart and the hooves get buried, but Secretariat's body was buried as a whole in Paris, Kentucky, and his grave is still there today if you would like to visit it. And the model of him is also still available through Breyer's website. And look at the shadings, it's really beautiful. At first with that he's a little bit of a lighter color, as you can see in this photo of the real Secretariat. A beautiful stallion. But other than that, if you do love horses and race horses in general, then you definitely want to have that model of the one and only Secretariat on your shelf. I also have models of the two most recent Triple Crown winners. The most recent one was Testify in 2018. That's also a super cute model. It comes with the flowers. That's the one of his wins. And the other model that I have is the other Triple Crown winner model that I have was this American Pharaoh, who accomplished this in 2015. Well, that's also a super awesome model, a huge boy. But of course Secretariat is superior to them all because he is still the fastest racehorse ever, and it remains to be seen for how long his records stand. But even though Secretariat is no longer among us, he lives on in this beautiful Breyer model that you can still get today, and I'm very proud that I was able to get one. So it's a very special, even though it's not super valuable because they still keep producing this, but it sure is one of my most special horses. So that was already it. A super quick presentation about Breyer's Secretariat traditional scale model. On this day we remember Secretariat as one of the most famous and greatest horses that ever lived.